How's it going, everybody? My name is Tyler, and I wanted to come at you with a quick video on grain crush. This is something I've read a lot about, though I haven't seen very many videos out there. I'm sure it's been covered. I wanted to make my own take on it because this pertains to some of my own problems I've been having with my brewing at home. So I have a couple samples here for you to see, because personally I can read 15 different forum posts. A lot of those are older at this point here in 2021. Seeing is believing. It's a little bit easier. So here we go. I have a sample of this is just some plain 2-row uncrushed grains here. This is what I've been working with. I have a Brew, Brewzilla. It's an all-in-one system. It is a cylindrical system. So I run into some issues with sparging, and efficiency is usually lower on these setups. So what I have done is go with a very fine grain crush as shown here, and use rice hulls as a filter medium. As you see, if I kind of poke through here, sorry about my gross hands. A lot of these that husk material is kind of shredded, and you'll see it's kind of hard to see with the filter, but if I was to remove all this, or you were to see the bottom, you'd see a lot of flour. You can clear that up with recirculation and fining methods and whatnot, but it can contribute to an astringency. How serious of a problem that is, especially at homebrewing. If we're being honest, I'm probably the bigger variable. I'm gonna mess up more than my grain crush, but it's worth addressing. I have another sample here as I was adjusting my grain mill, little barley crusher. This is okay. It's a little bit on the coarser side, I would say. This is a little bit closer to what you'd see it if you were to have your grains crushed at the homebrew store. A lot of times they'll have a tendency to go on the coarser side. You'll see a lot of kind of husk material in there. Not the worst, but I do feel, I don't know how much it's showing on the video, a lot of those husks are still completely intact, really uncrushed. You'd have lower efficiency with this. And then finally, this is what I'm gonna be working with today. Again, this is a test. This could be wrong. Your system is different than my system. Your crush will probably need to be a bit different. But as a good starting point, I'm gonna go with something like this, and I'll show you. So you'll see good breakup, you'll see some kernel material, but a lot of this is just cracked husks. That's gonna help to filter out your wort. You're still gonna get extract from it because those husks have been cracked, but you're not gonna have a bunch of flour and whatnot. That can contribute to some astringency, some sparging issues. You'll have a bunch, compacted grain beds because those hulls are so fine. If you want to throw a bunch of rice hulls at it, with a finer grain crush, you can do that. That's what I've been doing. I'm trying to get away from that. So here you go. Uncrushed, too fine, a little too coarse, and perhaps just right. To get your grain crush set up right, honestly, if you're watching this video, you probably already know how to do this. Get your grain mill. There are adjustment settings. Yours may be a little different. I have 2 screws here. Undo those screws, adjust these little guys here, unscrew those, adjust. They have some markers built in there. Hopefully it's showing up on the video. You can see that. Honestly, I did this by feel. I just kept crushing my grains until it looked the way I wanted. I was at the brewery yesterday, and I just pulled a sample of the grain that we use on the big system and just kind of crushed my grain, kind of adjusted things until I got in line with that, which is what you see here. So yeah, let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know if you want me to cover any other topics, and I will see you in the next video.